Oh, my goodness. Somebody hijacked Ariel's prop stop, and Dave Sharapan comes riding on in a unicorn with a Rays hat. Oh, my goodness. By the way, what are you wearing tonight? What do you got on?
This is the Miami Giants. This is a Negro League collection hat and jersey combo. The kids call the fit, Matt. You got to have a good fit, and I tried to, ramp it up for today.
Very good. But the A dress game, I like it. So let's get into your props tonight, Dave, as you sabotaged Ariel's front end open.
Completely.
Let's go back to this Angels-Dodgers opener at Dodger Stadium. Tony Gonsolin on the mound. He has been terrific. Not a huge punch-out guy, and the line on BetMGM was set at 6.5. Which side do you like?
Well, I mean, first, after seeing the hook segment, I have a feeling that this is probably going to qualify for the hook segment. And then, Mike surprises me with the animation on the prop stop. I'm worried about this whole thing now. All right, Gonsolin goes 6 innings. This is what he pitches. All right, to get over 6.5 seems like it's going to fall right around that number. He's been so good. But like you said, he doesn't strike guys out. So we're going to take that, just a hunch play. This isn't anything, too deep. It's just Gonsolin's going 6. That's 1K an inning. We'll bet on that. We'll go under 6.5 Ks.
Okay. Sometimes there doesn't need to be fancy math. Sometimes those gut plays work out okay. And we should also mention at -145, when the book gives you that kind of a number and you're paying that kind of juice, they're almost trying to dissuade you, out of making that play. Is that correct?
That a lot of times, yes, that's the number you put up and you go, look, if you want to bet it, you can, but you're going to have to pay for it. It's probably better to maybe go find something else and find a different price. So, yes, you know that, I know that, and now all the viewers know that, so that'll work.
Yeah, heavy tax, but that's the play under Tony Gonsolin strikeouts. Let's get you to some other stuff here, including the Orioles and Blue Jays. This was a laugher yesterday, and the Jays have roundly pounded the Orioles the last few years. Your play here indicates you expect more of the same.
Yeah, I don't want to get in the way of, these divisional trends. They are real. They play each other. There's not a small subset. The Jays just beat the Orioles, okay? And they lose games when Jordan Lyles starts, okay? They've lost 6 of his last 7. He's 1-3 with a 5.27 ERA in those games. Give me the Jays, give me the run line, and then, if you can find a guy or two that we can bet a home run prop, this is probably the game to do it. Lyles gives them up, the Jays hit them, things are heating up on Toronto. So if you want to find one or two, I'm on board with that as well.
All right, there's a lot of ways to play this one. You could play not only the Jays minus the 1.5, as Dave is advocating. The Jays team total, though high at 5.5, has cleared pretty regularly against Baltimore. You could play the Jays over 2.5 runs in the first 5 innings. Or, as Dave indicates, you could play a Jay to homer. We got that full screen, Harold?
We got that full screen?
Yeah, we got the full screen for you here, Dave. Here are the numbers. Plus 290 on George Springer's too short for my taste. Bo Bichette, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Now we're talking in the 400s for a homer.
I like that. I think either Bo or Vladdy at those prices, those look very appealing. I think maybe, dare I say, 2 of those guys are hitting home runs tonight. We get 2 home runs from the Jays. So I think you can multiple bet 2. You don't have to just pick one. And from the book's perspective, pick them all. But I don't recommend doing that every day.
Yeah, okay. And Vlad Guerrero Jr., 15 homers in 30 games against the Orioles dating back to 2020. So, you got a pretty good shot that he's going to homer 1 out of every 2 games against Baltimore. And I'm surprised to see that plus 425 for Vlad. That's a more fairly written homer prop. I've seen him as low as, oh, wait a minute. Am I being told that was a mistake on our end? Oh. We better fix that. It's plus 290. And that's
you're just like the guys that come in the book, Matt. You pick the one that's a mistake and you go to bet and bag on it. We're like, wait a second, hold on. It's only plus 290. Do you still want it? I think at 290, it's still not a bad bet. But
Okay.
at 425, it's a really good bet. We'll call you and all our friends to maybe go bet it at 425.
Probably why it was a mistake. Let's get you to your next game. This Astros-Rangers series continues with Dane Dunning and Jose Urquidy. And you like that matchup so much that you think that that game might fall under the 8.5 run total.
Yeah, so Houston leads baseball to the under. Okay, I believe, thanks to my buddy Matt Peralt, we did the show today, Bostonian versus the book. He told me it was, I think, 42-19 to the under. Now, Dunning has been not good lately, lost it, but the Texas Rangers don't hit when he pitches. All right, they've lost 6 of his last 7. So your natural inclination is to take Houston. Well, I think Urquidy pitches well. I don't need Houston to score a lot of runs, and I don't have to sweat the game because it might be 3-2, 2-1, 4-2 low scoring. So I'd rather just play the total in the game rather than try to pick the winner. Give me under in Houston and Texas.
All right, that makes sense. And in fact, at the time when you put this out, it was 8.5. It's moved to 9 now. So the money is moving against you, or at least the number's moving against you.
I'm good with that.
You might like it even more now, right?
That's it. You like it at 8.5. You like it more at 9. So maybe, go take a double dip there and maybe get some 9 under. That works.
As the great Nigel Seeley tells Mitch and Paulie on VSiN in the mornings, if the number moves against you, don't be a moron. Put more on. And maybe that's the time for that.